Bro,
Chupies. We
hey,
are.
bro.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, ¿sí me escuchas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I could talk through my phone then, huh?
Yes, you can talk through your phone.
Oh, shit. I thought I needed earphones, fool.
Just letting you know that we are live right now.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, welcome. Tonight's MidNite Charlas. This is your host, Chupi Guevara, with my friend from England. Are you, what
¿Quién
you
es
with?
tu friend from England?
You, fool?
Oh, verga, yo soy de India, güey.
Oh, India.
Let me.
Ahorita, we're just waiting on Jerry, A.K. Oaxaco.
He doesn't send me the email, so he's gonna have to do it through the comments like last time.
Okay.
I'm gonna share this though to the group chat.
¿Tú viste el partido?
No, I was working.
Okay.
No me interesaba.
Ay, ay, ay.
No, ya me mandó su email este güey. Entonces era el same one que me mandaste.
Te dije.
I thought you were fucking around, güey.
I know you were gonna think like that, pero no, no, no. Es que me acordé que la me lo puso aquí y ahí me salió. Mándale un saludo de acá, padrino.
Salud.
¿Quién es el cubo?
Saludos, raza,
¿Es el cubo o quién es?
desde Inglaterra.
Desde
Oye,
Inglaterra.
Inglaterra. Nada, como nada. ¿Qué te voy a decir? Hey, so what's coming up? What games? Who's playing tomorrow?
Miami Heat contra Boston.
Hey, well, Lakers. Fucking LeBron. Fuck.
He's your GOAT. What are you talking about?
Nah, he's not my GOAT. Hell no, LeBron. He just fucked up.
Why is he not your GOAT?
La neta, he just ate, and he definitely just it's not it for like he's trying to put himself up there, but he can't even do the goat moves, you know. To like para poder hacer goat, you can't just be like la estrellita and nah. It's a whole team. Who I don't know. Como Michael Jordan el día que estaba en la final, cuando se la pasó a Kerr.
What are you talking about, fool? That was always like that. If anything,
Pues no,
él pasa más el balón que Michael Jordan y que Kobe.
pero a lo que me refiero, like ending points.
Oh, like he disappears in important parts of the game.
Man, sí, ajá, exactly. Es como Jordan.
Pero, tu personal favorite, tu personal GOAT, or your favorite player, like, because I know there's a difference between your all-time favorite player and then the one that you believe is the GOAT of all time, the greatest of all time.
Sí, aunque no lo quieren reconocer, pero mucha gente, pues sí, Kobe, I like Kobe. He was a badass fucking player, but la neta, Michael Jordan, porque he's the one that started. It's pretty much Kobe Bryant. He is a GOAT. It's not greatest of all time. He's right there, como tú dices, in the Hall of Fame, pero no creo que le llegue a Michael Jordan. He wanted to be Michael Jordan. We all know that, you know. Para mí, pues es Michael Jordan. Para mí es Michael Jordan, porque pues yeah, la neta, he has.
Saludos a Agustín Pérez. Dice que it's about time. Okay, y'all got me waiting. Sorry we're late for 10 minutes. I'm so sorry, brother. Jesus, kill us, no? But okay, now you're saying that your GOAT is that, but what about your favorite player of all time? Because there is a difference.
Estoy en el carro. Ahí no le Okay, hold on. No te duermas. Okay. My grade. Can you repeat the question again?
Favorite player. Okay, so dices que que el GOAT es Michael Jordan, right? Now, what I'm asking you is Michael Jordan still your favorite player of all time? Porque favorite can be a completely different
Okay,
player from the greatest.
favorite player, Kobe. Go greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. For so many reasons, way. So many reasons. Michael Jordan, ese way, he 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 changed NBA for the way you play, for like all that pretty shit, the layup shit and all that. That motherfucker just él empezó, güey. He changed NBA. A lot of motherfuckers right now that have styles and all that because of him, güey, la neta.
Mhm, mhm.
Y en esa era no había nada de eso, güey. ¿Sí me entiendes? Y es más, para inventar una cosa, güey, es más, él inventó esa madre, como te digo, él inventó all that pretty shit, all that shit. Y esa madre, no cualquier güey, no cualquier güey va y pum, mira, y no deja de eso, deja que lo que deja decir que de lo que inventó, sino que la supo hacer ese güey. And that motherfucker, look how many, got a fucking 3P. Nomás ese güey es otro pedo, güey, la neta, güey.
Sí, sí, es otro, eres otro. A ver qué dice. Raúl, who's your all-time favorite NBA player? Shit. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is my favorite player because I was not. I'm not gonna say I was compared to him. I'm just saying la manera que I like my game style of playing. I like post up and I don't like flash. I like straight to the point. Like if someone's gonna talk shit, like let's say, oh, you're too old or some shit like that, he's gonna take the game to him and fucking dog walk him and shit like that, and then they can name him after him, like por decirlo, like Tony Duncan or some shit like that.
Tony Parker.
Tony, no way, pero I'm trying to talk shit, but being metaphorically.
Okay. A mí háblame con puro pronoun.
Como cálmate. Let's say, what's your favorite NBA moment? Technically, it's not in the NBA, pero it happened in the Olympics when Vince Carter dunked over that 7-footer over him and he landed. Something like what John Moran tried to do, except that happened in the Olympics and it was a tall guy. That's my favorite basketball moment. NBA would have to be Vince Carter's slam dunk contest.
A mí, el mío, neta, no sin mamadas, cuando fue Kim Kardashian.
¿Ah?
Cuando fue Kim Kardashian, a mi.
What?
¿Cómo que Kim Kardashian? No mames, güey.
That's my,
What are you talking about, bro?
that's my best NBA moment, homie.
That's
He was
weird.
in the sideline.
You're weird. ¿Y tú, Jerry?
I have many of them.
Ay.
Oh, but what's your favorite NBA moment, though?
When Mike Beebe dunked over the guy from the Knicks. What's his name? Mike Beebe from the Kings.
I know. I don't know who you're talking about. No, I mean I know I know what you're talking about. I don't know the player's name. How about that?
You know what? Just give me like 5 minutes. I'm almost home.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back because I'm driving. Bye.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put. Oh, pendejo. Le voy a poner más acá afuera.
Mira, güey. A mí, la neta, güey, the NBA, the best fucking team that I like, y yo sé, y me gustaría que estuvieran más. You probably gonna know, homie, but it was a bad boy, homie.
The Bad Boy Pistons?
Hell yeah.
Los de Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of basketball it's brutal, and I don't think, okay, mira, aguántame. Mira. We're talking NBA or keeping up with the Kardashians here. Y lo que dijo Tino. Okay, so what I was trying to say, tú, Chupis, when it comes to the bad boys and LeBron, que muchos dicen, oh, LeBron's the greatest, que porque duró year 20, que blah, 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 this. I know that LeBron's 6'7", 260 pounds, pure muscle. Pero ¿crees que lo hubiera aguantado 20 years si jugaran los 80s así donde le están pegando every single play?
Nah.
That's what I believe.
He's a flopper, fool. He I don't know, way. He can't fucking look what he did today, fool. Like I'm saying, like he not too hungry, güey. He don't got too much. Ese güey, la neta, güey, he's too comfortable where he's at right now. Y él piensa que porque ya hizo time leader score, que piensa que acá, pero nada, güey, he could do much more. Like van 2 games ya, güey, que por su culpa no han ganado, güey. No han ganado, like, es lo que te doy a entender. Por eso te digo que I don't think he's fucking. Yeah. Honestly, who do you think been carrying Lakers, güey, this series?
La verdad, el güerito.
Exactly.
El Austin Reeves he has been saving the Lakers because of his clutchness, la entrega que le pone, el corazón, like he don't care, bro. He's all the way in.
¿Ah? No sé si mirates, güey, cuando la tiene, güey, like taking a picture of LeBron y ese güey nomás se le quedó viendo a Austin Reeves y Austin Reeves nomás como que se le miró por al lado como like really motherfucker, we just lost. Like, y este güey como bien enojado, güey. There's a clip. Ahora was seeing, y ese güey Austin Reeves nomás se metió pues ya para locker room, pero bien enojado, güey, como...
Sí, es que son de esos old fashioned players, es como Kobe. Kobe used to be like that.
Yeah.
Cuando I remember when he was up in the series 2-0 or 2, or I don't know if it was 2 or 3-0. Le preguntaron, he's like, hey, you're up 2 or 3-0. No me acuerdo cuál era. Let's go with 2. And you're up 2-0. It's like, aren't you happy? He's like, I'm happy until we become champions. Nigga, that's a fucking mentality you need to have. Not fucking like, oh, yeah, we got this shit, que bla, 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 esto y aquello. Y no, es otro pedo, güey, like, you know?
Pero también recuerda, mira, yo sé que ahorita están valiendo verga, sí, perdieron, pero recuerda que el 2-0 es engañoso, güey.
En basketball, sí.
La neta.
Yeah, I completely 100% believe that.
Es muy engañoso, güey. Porque, es más, these 2 past games que vienen los van a jugar en Lakers, ¿verdad?
Sí. En Crypto.com.
No, mames, qué mamadas. Se llama Staples Center.
It's not Staples anymore.
No, pero digo, I like the name better than Crypto.
But it's because you grew up with it, güey.
Yeah, por eso sí. Pero...
Es como las Chivas, por decirlo, el Estadio Akron o el Estadio Jalisco. Which sounds better?
Jalisco. No, pues Akron parece como puto Akron.
No, mames.
No, pero ¿qué te iba a decir? Sí, güey, es lo que te digo, es lo que... Mira, güey, neta, hasta lejos gonna win right now, fool. Si tuviera más chingo en la series así. No, but right now, it's good, but it's more pressure, dog. Ahora, pinche Denver, ¿no crees que se lo va a dejar fácil en Lakers, güey?
¿Te la mandaron a ti, Chupis? ¿Qué dice ahí? ¿Can you read it o no?
Sí.
¿Qué dice?
Arriba la Chivas. Pinche Chivas, güey.
Esos güeyes también.
Mira, güey.
From what I heard, jugaron bien, pero perdieron.
Sí. Yo no lo cansé de mirar, güey, pero... Mira, güey, yo le había dicho a Jerry, hey.
Who's Brian Guevara?
My cousin.
Buenas, ¿cómo está? Arriba la América, dice. Verga, ¿ya se fue el Chupis? Ya me dejó solo el güey. Saliendo de verga. Y apenas que se iba a poner buena la plática, ya me dejaron solo aquí. But this is part of the MidNite Charlas, meaning que anything can happen. Probably his battery died. Who the fuck knows? What are you laughing about, Brian? Are you Cuba, güey? Are you Cuba? I didn't think your last name was Guevara. Pero sí, people. I didn't catch the game, so I can't really put any opinions about it. I just knew that America was going to play defensively porque no estaban en su home, and si caía un gol. From what I heard, Chivas was playing good y les metieron el gol. It is what it is. Así es el deporte. Y ahora ganarle en el Azteca, para ganarle en el Azteca, pues en América es cabrón, es su home. 80,000 people, high altitude, lungs, stamina, caliente. Can they fucking beat that oxygen? Can they beat the crowd screaming? The 80,000 fans allí felices porque eso es una semifinal. Whoever wins goes on to the next stage. They're losing 1-0. That means that they have to score 2. Porque si meten nomás 1, le pasa igual que al Atlas. Se van para su casita por puntuación. Which it kind of sucks for you guys because you guys have the exact same points. So now you're going home because of goals. Damn. Pero esto es una sucky experience for anyone. ¿Cómo te puedo decir? Now that the away goal is missing out, it kind of sucks. Chupi's phone died. Okay, mira. If you're with him, send him this and then let him use your phone so he can get back in here. Porque esta es the MidNite Show. Perdón. Esta es the MidNite Charlas con Chupis y Ralas. Aquí está Ralas, onta Chupis. Y el Atlas, que están en Guadalajara. What do you mean with that? Puras fallas, sí, las fallas que se le acabó el battery, pues. ¿Cómo es posible que está en la calle y no se lleve su pinche charger? No mames. Oh, sí, decía que this is what's sucky about the Liga MX now, that there's no away goal. So without the away goal, it kind of makes the away team work harder for that goal. But at the same time, it kind of sucks porque, let's say, in this case, el América, let's say que metiera 2 goles, nomás se va a poner the defense and just wait for them. And these fools literally have to score. It would have to be 2 goals, and that would be really hard. But now that it's just puntación, it sucks because now if you just score 1 goal, well, guess what? You're eliminated. And just in this particular case, because you have the same points, it would be because of goals. Y pues ni modo, ¿qué se puede hacer, verdad? No se puede hacer nada. En el caso de Monterrey contra Tigres, they're both playing home basically because los dos son de Monterrey. Now they're gonna go play at Los Rayos de Monterrey's house, and I think they got it. I think Monterrey, los Rayados se la tienen para acabar a Tigres. It's 1-1. I don't think it's gonna go extra time. No se puede, verdad, because there's no away goal, so it doesn't really fucking matter. Si empatan se va a pasar el Monterrey. But I don't think que van a empatar el game. I do believe que Monterrey va a ganar el juego. Probably, I want to kind of say 2-1. I want to go with a 2-1. Got a feeling que va a meter el gol primero Tigres y luego lo va a meter el Monterrey, and then Monterrey is going to end it at the end. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know if I should believe that porque once I start betting, me emociono mucho, and then I put it on the wrong teams. Well, on the underdog teams. Y ese es el pedo. No está Jerry. He flaked. No está Chupis, que se le acabó la battery. Who knows if he's coming back in? Anybody else want to join? We can debate anything. It is the MidNite Charlas, so anything goes. If you want to debate who's the best rapper, who is the best cook, Chef Pierre or Chef Gordon Ramsay, who's the best UFC guy, GSP, Khabib, John Jones, Conor McGregor. I don't even think he goes in that list. If you guys have an opinion about those, put it in the comment section and I'll let you know who I think would have won or would win, or who's the GOAT in my eyes, as well as boxing. In deporte and soccer, I would like to save that for another topic, another day, someone that I can talk with, porque pues no está aquí. Lo único que puedo decir ahorita, como es una random talk, that's the best part, that you can go into conspiracies about sports, ¿verdad? Como la conspiracy de que querían que el Monterrey contra Tigres jugaran on purpose y el Chivas contra América que jugaran on purpose. So hubo bad calls in the first game del Atlas y también en el game de Santos hubo a lot of bad calls. Reason being que querían 2 equipos en las semifinales que llegaran. Como también dicen que había más o menos controversia en el juego de Toluca contra Tigres. So, eso es un pedo. Like, that's the politics, that's the conspiracies involved within the Liga Mexicana, which, in a way, it's kind of believable because Monterrey contra Tigres would sell a lot more than Toluca contra Monterrey. A Chivas America would obviously sell a lot more than an America y Atlas. Yeah. No. In this particular case, si ganara el Atlas, se fuera contra Monterrey y al Toluca or Tigres contra América. So, One Direction is there. One Direction. What about One Direction? What I think about him, didn't they disband it? And Harry Styles was the one that came out big from there. Harry Styles is a piece of shit because Don Fry. I don't know who's Don Fry. I wouldn't know. If One Direction Harry Styles came out of there, I kind of don't like him because that was actually the way he's dressing and the way he's acting and all that. Está copiando. He's copying a lot of how should I put it? He's copying Juan Gabriel's fashion style, which is kind of bullshit if you ask me. I'm like, get your own fucking shit, get your own thing. Eso's fucked up, like, at least tell him, oh, I got my fashion from this Mexican artist who at that time was one of the best or one of the GOATs. He passed away, blah, 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 blah. But no, he's making it seem like he's the one who is dressing like that because he has taste in that. Wow, As far as Don Fryer or Frie, I don't know who's that. So I'm sorry. I wouldn't know. As far as conspiracies and music, there's a lot. Hay un chingo que puede ser que por qué mataron a Tupac, que si Drake mandó matar a Tentación, que si fue el cartel que mató a Chalino, o que si fueron los cops, o que si fue el gobierno. No, there's a lot of bullshit involved también in music. The conspiracy de que todos los artists trabajan para el diablo, que la Luminari mató a la mamá de Kanye. There's a lot. It's up to you to decide which one do you want to listen to and believe or not. Because there's some good shit, güey, la verdad. Hay unas cosas que sí están perronas. Y pues, ¿qué se puede hacer, Like, it's up to you. Like I said, it's up to you. I kind of want to believe the Illuminati one, pero no sé. So, es un pedo. ¿Cómo se llama? Sorry, me quedé pendejado. Like the Illuminati, I was talking about it. I don't know if I want to believe it, but there's too many signals. It's kind of weird. Not weird, but how everybody throws a diamond in the sky and like there's science and there's the industry is a wild ride. You can have artists that can be big and have talent, but because según they didn't sell their soul, they don't make it big. There's artists that do make it big, and then you hear que algo les pasa or some shit like that. That's like it's an interesting topic, and I wish I can have someone to talk it with. Oh my God, who we have here?
Ahora sí. Ahora sí.
Oh,
Quieran.
and a banana. Oh, it's to hold your phone. Oh no, it's para comer. Monday? Chupi's got out because he finished his battery. Y le dije, Don Fry versus Yoshihiro. Who's that way? Don Fire. Don Fry. Or Yoshihiro. Ya está soñando Agustín Pérez. What's up?
Don what? Who's Don Fry?
Dice que Don Fry contra Yoshihiro. I'm guessing I'm Don Fry. I don't know. Luego he won't click on the link porque tiene miedo.
Oh, you already sent it to him?
I sent it on the comment sections para que se metan y tiene miedo.
Wow.
I'm like, I already told them, don't put your name Don't just change your name, change your face, put a picture de un culo o algo así. Y just choose an avatar, but dice que he's too cool for this.
Oh, wow.
Well, not cool, pero.
Sí.
Mira, te miras bien guapo. ¿Mande?
What were you guys talking about? You and Chupis?
No, ahorita I was just talking about conspiracies in sports. Y luego me brinqué conspiracies in music. Chupis got out when he was about to say something about the NBA. Y valió madres. O del juego de la América contra Chivas, I think. Porque yo le dije que no miré el juego, pero escuché que jugaron bien y que perdieron.
They played good for the first 15 minutes. No, like first 20 and then the rest, como de los 20 and 35. It was all America, man. And then Chivas cerró bien. Y el segundo tiempo, the first 30 minutes era de la América. Ya lo demás cerró ya el último Chivas. Like, como que revivió ya que le metieron el gol, you know what I mean?
A little too late, pues, como siempre.
A little too late, pero sí fallaron un chico. Pues el portero, pues hay que darle crédito al de la América. Este güey para un chingo, güey, que para goles, pues. But yeah, it was a good game. Obviously, I expected a lot more from America, you know, pero Chivas, como dices tú, you know, like obviously para que le ganen a la América ahorita es a little hard, man.
You see, look, yo quería, like these fools were bagging me earlier, whatever, and that's whatever, it's part of the friendship. Luego, yo nunca dije que le iba a la América porque perdió el Atlas. I don't care, fool.
Pero
lo que estaba diciendo yo ese día, el domingo, I was saying, I don't know how Chivas is gonna win this game if they barely beat Atlas, because alguien que juega soccer como yo, que jugué, to leave a man alone on a corner kick is the most stupidest shit ever to me. And I'm like, it is professional. Te pagan, güey. Te pagan para que marques. And you guys leave him alone? Like, I don't think in the playoffs you should.
Ese gol fue de una jugada que ellos practicaron en la semana, güey. Lo explicó el coach, pues, y Alexis Vega dice que era una jugada que ellos que habían practicado en la semana, pues.
Pero sí, practicada no. Yo como coach de mis kids, yo como player que era last man sweeper, que estoy dirigiendo los players in the beginning, you're just not going to leave a man alone. Like, you see, I wouldn't have gotten mad que estuviera en defensa con ese güey al ladito y que le ganó la jugada. I wouldn't have gotten mad at that. Pero the fact is, he's alone.
Yeah. Tienes razón. Yeah. Porque sí lo dejaron solo, güey.
Sí, solísimo. I'm like, bro, you're fucking pros. And no mames, like, dice que they're from Pride. Don Fryer y Yoshihiro. I don't watch Pride FC anymore.
Who's Pride FC? Well, what is that? What are you trying to say?
Pride FC es como UFC, pero Pride FC instead of UFC.
Okay.
Instead of Pride Fighting Championship, instead of Ultimate Fighting Championship. Give me like 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna get something. I was just trying to agarrar algo aquí que tengo para mirar a ver si todavía puedo hacer algo. Oh, but I was going to ask you something. I wanted to ask you when it comes to a bet, and too bad Chupi's ain't here, so that kind of fucking... Oh, wait up. Someone's going to beat me to a question, so here you go. Read it out loud if you can read it, si no te la leo yo a ti. So, Jerry, I got a question for you. What do you think Chivas needs to beat America?
Needs? Pero, ¿cómo se dice? Futbolísticamente, ¿así se dice?
Yeah.
Así no le va a ganar Chivas al tú por tú. Le tiene que play with the heart. That's what it is, man. This is what I'm pretty much, it's, just con huevos, and you gotta want, they have to want it, you know what I mean? Porque así, sí. obviously one by one, America's a lot. It has a better squad. Oh, ¿sí has visto la banca de la América?
Sí,
They
sí.
built another team with that banca, güey.
Yes.
Y es lo que no tiene América, las Chivas, y no trae cambios, güey. And it's just harder, to be honest with you, playing with Mexican teams. I know you don't like Mexican players, pero no tiene.
The fuck? When did I say I ain't like Mexican players?
No, you said que you don't like to, when Chivas use that as an excuse, que no puede ser que puro mexicanos.
Okay, yes. I don't like that using it as an excuse because I'm like, it's your fucking choice. No one's telling you.
But it's harder to now change it when they've been like that for over 90
Sí.
years.
It's obvious, and as soon as they do that, they're gonna lose a lot of fans.
Exactly.
Por decirlo, like, como hay unos que son de Puebla y le van a Chivas because of the Mexicans, but maybe because le cambian eso, se van a hacer otra vez fans de Puebla. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah. No, la neta, la Chivas, obviously, America has a better squad.
Okay, you're not explaining it good.
One of the third.
Dice Brian que you're not explaining it good, y dice Dani que, huh?
No, he's telling me que to explain how Chivas going to beat them, right? And I say que con huevos y con corazón, that's it. Porque al tú por tú, America has a better.
So, futbolísticamente no tienes una reason how.
No, because no way, pretty much.
So
no.
in a way, you're stuck like me. Like you don't see how they can win.
I'm just a fan of Chivas, and I just still believe they're gonna win. Pero realistically, America has a better team. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Sí.
las pasó porque tiene el cuadro por los puntos. You know what I mean?
Y es lo que estaba diciendo cuando que me presumen y todo, like, full like, okay, yes, sí le ganaron el game ese, but you're discounting que también el Atlas ganó su game, so técnicamente pasaron por puntos, no porque ganaron, right?
Exactly.
So, I'm like, cuando te digo, cuando yo miré que cómo le ganaron al Atlas así, I'm like, I don't see how America can do something like that where Chivas can take advantage. Mm-hmm. So, por eso yo le pregunto a los chivistas, how can you win this game?
That's what I'm saying. Por digo que no te puedo explicar porque I'm still surprised we're at the semifinals. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Pues como él que la va a las Chivas dice Chivas remonta. The question I'm asking you is how? ¿Cómo? Explícate.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's like
they have to do a perfect 90 minutes. Which they haven't done a single game in La Liguilla or any during the season. They're not consistent. You know what I mean? Like there's games que juegan bien y ganan for a penalty or we beat Necaxa or like teams like that. Bajos, you know?
Welcome back, motherfucker.
Aguanta, Chupis, aguanta. Este Jerry se está expresando. As soon as he's done, you can say something.
All right, sorry, Jerry Beaver.
All of a sudden, you have battery now, huh?
I charge my phone with.
No, pues sí, güey, pretty much las Chivas, I mean, y es porque juegan en grupo, you know what I mean? Y con que te la creas, güey, tú mismo te comes al mundo, you know what I mean? It's all like mentally, and I feel like that's how they're winning mentally, you know what I mean? No sé si me estoy explicando bien, güey, pero I feel like they're not winning by skills, I feel like they're winning porque they're working as a team. Y I don't know. It's hard to explain. No sé si me sé explicar o si me entiendes. Pero once you have that mentality set, you can do something.
Yo porque juego soccer, I know what you mean exactly, but that's me because I play soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So, ¿cómo te puedo decir? I completely understand that because you're talking about the drive. Like you can explain it, but it's the drive that a player has, wants, and needs.
Except with Matías, cuando Matías quedó campeón, they didn't have the best cuadro, güey. Pero ese güey les hizo creer que podían, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's the exactly same thing that's happening with this cuadro, güey. That's what I see. Pero sí, I mean, si tú me dices a mí, like, obviously, America, and it showed again que América, pues, they're consistent, pues.
Ya se le acabó la batería otra vez.
Watch just too much porn on that phone.
I'm gonna turn on my light. Give me a quick second. Es que está muy oscuro. I mean, I needed everything dark porque sí, ya la verga.
Ay.
Chupi, turn on your camera.
All right.
Let me see that butt chin.
I don't know how to show this shit. I'm viendo. In the car, güey.
Dice,
A ver, tú, Chupis, tú como había
dice enseñen la máscara.
Chupis been watching la liguilla lately. Ayer miro el de Tigres, creo, ¿no, Chupis?
Sí, la neta lo que es, güey.
¿No?
Ahí tienes el pasto, güey.
Ah, okay.
Pendejo. Pero nada, mira, güey, te voy a decir la neta. Es como tú dices, güey, es que mira, nada, Road Talk, el América, güey, esos güeyes, es que esos güeyes, they see themselves como si fueran Real Madrid ahí en la pinche liga mexicana, like they're the shit. Esos güeyes, por eso esos güeyes, güey, aunque tú no lo creas, they think they're the hardest fucking team in the liga mexicana, güey, pero por eso esos güeyes están donde están, güey, pero esos güeyes no son equipo, güey, la neta, güey. Y es como te lo vuelvo a decir, homie, el Tigres es más fuerte, güey. Tigres, those motherfuckers.
I feel like el cuadro de Tigre ya está muy...
Se fue la voice, Jerry.
Digo que yo creo que el team de Tigres tiene que renovar. Ya sé, squad for the longest, ¿no? Ya cuando se así con ese cuadro.
Pero mira dónde ha llegado, güey,
No han ganado nada, güey.
But they still up there.
Si
No
bien,
les cuesta, pero van a pegarle al gordo de que le quiten verga, ya que falta. ¿Tú qué crees, Raúl? ¿Tú crees que chinga Monterrey, la neta?
no creo que lo chingue porque van a ir a Monterrey's house and Monterrey is completely stronger in their house. I don't think they lost a game. If I recall, I don't think they lost a game in their house. So va a estar muy complicado. It's like when I was looking at the odds for when it came to betting for the Manchester City contra Real Madrid. I was wondering, I'm like, a la verga, era ese pinche gato. En todo el culo ira.
Güey, esa madre, puto.
Parece tlacuache esa madre. Mira, ese, ¿qué es, panocha o pelín? ¿Son huevos o cuchi?
Es hombre como yo.
Oh, es hombre, órale. Con razón es gay. Te decía. Yeah, last mention. What was I saying, Chupis?
About the Tigres en Monterrey.
Oh, okay. So cuando miré las odds for Real Madrid versus Manchester City, I was wondering why were the odds so high for Real Madrid. I'm like, fuck, Real Madrid is like Super Saiyans when it comes to la UEFA or right. to the Champions League, right?
Look at the cuadro que se cargan sus güeyes.
Ajá, tienes que mirar cuadros.
No tan crazy así que.
Pero lo que tienes que entender es que like they play different en la UEFA que cuando juegan en la liga, ¿cómo se llama?
¿Son equipos más trabajosos?
Haz de cuenta que en la Champions League it's the best of the best. It's like the 4 best teams of each league de Europe.
Like Italy, all this shit.
Ajá, sí. So Real Madrid has the most championships from that. So when I saw it, the odds were so high. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I need to take a bet on this because it's weird. It's Real Madrid.
That's why I took it.
See, no, but you took it. Ya cuando iban perdiendo 2-0. I'm talking about from the beginning. Their odds were very high, which I did not understand until I made the bet. And then later on, I read that Manchester City, todo el año, nomás perdió one time at home.
Verga.
So when you Real Madrid as an away team has only lost 11 times and only won 7. So that explains your odds that when they play away, they play chafa, and Manchester City is really, really strong when they play home. Esa estadística yo no me la sabía y me fui con el parlay y valió madre. Lo bueno que yo no he puesto high. Y cuando salió las odds de que eran, si pones como $20, te iban a dar como $1,000. I was like, hey, that's a gamble. Do we have that money? El que quiere. And that's why I said it to you guys. I was like, hey, are you guys interested? Pónganle, y that's where...
That was a good odds, ¿no?
Sí, sí.
The percentage of, yeah, you would have taken, because en un partido tú sabes que se puede chingar el mero, el perrón, you know what I mean?
Ajá.
Pero,
Dice que va y pues va para atrás, bye.
rátalas.
Por decirlo, como there's something that Chupis doesn't understand when I bet on the website. Chupis always says, oh, que Danny sabe más que eso, porque I always bet on the underdog. O sea,
Danny be getting the fuck.
sí, pero okay. Pero yo, ¿por qué le voy a apostar al Juventus? A ver, why would you think I want to bet on them when they're playing away? I need you to understand that part. ¿Por qué?
Why
would you bet on Juventus if they're playing away and they're not the favorite?
Ah, pues sí, güey. Pues I know what you mean.
Okay, so cuando tú me dices eso, I'm like, obviously I would have chosen Sevilla si yo fuera un pinche millonario si yo fuera un millonario y le apostar, si tuviera dinero para apostar, se lo pongo en Sevilla and I'll win big. Pero como estoy apostando chiquito, you gotta go for the underdog para ganar big.
Obviously, he knows the Sevilla's gonna win, but obviously.
So that's where you say it's a gamble, it's a bet. Like it's a bet that you don't want to take, so it's a gamble. That's what you call a gambler. Al que dice, el Chupis sí captó el buy. Oh. Anyways, ¿cómo se llama? Si tanto quiere hablar, aquí está el link, cáele.
Cáele, pelón, es más.
We can chop it up. Si no, you can just stay in the comment section. Porque aquí son de puras caras y de voces. Because when you say shit and you listen to it, sometimes you sound stupid. Sometimes. I'm saying overall to anyone. And this is where me and Chupis and
calling him stupid.
Huh? I said everyone, not como tú, Jerry Cruz. I didn't know that you were primos con Carlos.
Cruz.
No, Pitbull Cruz told me.
No, Pitbull Cruz.
Agüitó. Never.
Mira, pelona.
No se hubiera agüitado y ahora se ha dado el show, pero no. Also, eso es lo que te quería decir yo a ti, Chupi. So when you say that, obviously, when you look at the favorites, when you look at the stats, when you look at the standings y todo eso, you have to see, okay, is it worth the bet or not? El Juventus quedó second place, donde Napoli los barrió con 20 puntos en la liga, but they were not strong, they were the underdogs, y en un parlay, te va a dar más dinero, unless you go for the favorite, y no te va a dar tanto dinero. It's like you bet $2 to get 600. Which one would you rather want? $2 for 13? ¿Mande?
No.
¿Mande?
¿Sí le has pegado a uno?
Yo le he pegado un parlay de boxing, pero ahí le puse a todos los favorites, except for one fighter, que era Alexander Povetkin contra Dylan White. Y I had a gut feeling que lo iba a noquear. Y yo le puse Povetkin under 6 y le puse el parlay, le puse de 50. Pero because I had too many favorites, nomás llegó como like $189 around there. No, perdón, no le puse 50, le puse 40. Y llegó como 189. Y lo noqueó en 5 rounds. So if I would have just done like a straight bet, hubiera ganado mucho más que el parlay, porque en el parlay escogí que a Canelo, agarré todos los favorites para poder ganar algo.
Pero que sí, güey, you know donde dicen que sí te da buena feria, güey, y es más acá, más es en pinche en NBA, güey.
Sí, pero porque puedes apostar mucho más. Ok, eso es lo que le estaba enseñando a Danny hoy. Like you can literally bet on the first quarter, on the second quarter, on the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter.
Even on the scoreboard, huh?
On the scoreboard, by how many points are they going to cover? Which player is going to take a shot?
So first, ¿verdad? Who scored first también, ¿verdad?
Sí. Pero tú te estás concentrando mucho en la NBA. ¿Por qué? Porque siempre es lo que enseñan en Instagram. Lo que no enseñan en Instagram, unless you follow soccer teams or soccer leagues y todo eso, te van a enseñar también. There's people that actually bet for soccer y también le pegan así, porque en soccer le puedes poner que... ¿Mande?
The soccer one is not too common, though, no?
It's not too common porque in America no one plays soccer. So you only, like, because we're in Instagram America, we're only seeing todo lo que pasa de America. So... Yo en el TikTok, I follow like channels de soccer and all that. So me enseñan muchos así bettings que ponieron de soccer. Como un pinche baboso que le puso que metía gol a este güey, que ganaba este equipo, y luego puso algo en basketball y le pegó el güey y se ganó como pinche $500. Dije, vete mucho a la verga, puto. That's like, eso, I haven't had a chance to make a big one like that. where you bet low and make it big.
Who do you see in the Liga make ahorita en la final, güey? La neta. La
La
neta.
neta?
You know what I saw this past game? The Tigres en Monterrey. Yo creo que el Tigres avanza, bro. Este game que se aventaron, güey. El Tigres trae jugadores, güey. Trae chingo. He has a good squad, and I feel like.
El Tigres sí se están jugando bien, el güey.
Jugó muy bien el Monterrey, güey. No, el Tigres, perdón.
Mira, esta la. No me la hiciste tú.
¿Y Garbini?
Y hacen la Pini la agarré en Amazon for $3.
Ese tú no la tienes.
¿Ah? No, nomás es una little patch, mira, cosida.
Hola, cosida.
$3.
$3?
$3 on Amazon.
That's cheap.
Pero sí tardó como like 3 weeks.
Acá uno lo usó, acá uno lo usaron como 5 coworkers at Amazon. Hey, you want to use it, man? It's cold.
A ver, dice, in soccer you can bet how many corners. Yes. Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes. Puedes apostar how many corners, los free kicks, how many yellows, si van a agarrar red. So like tiene muchas options, like NBA, just like football, American football, just like soccer. ¿Cómo se llama? Because there's so many players, you can make so many bets. Así es como yo perdí en el World Cup, porque le aposté a un chingo de desmadre y nomás no pegaba. Y it sucks, way, because you think you know, and sometimes you just don't know. Y a veces...
You gotta understand at a World Cup, they're all going con la cabeza fría, güey, and they're not trying to...
Sí, no, pero y luego también you also have to remember the underdogs. Este año en el World Cup, mucho underdog ganó. Morocco, Saudi Arabia, fucking
Argentina,
Asia.
The first round, ¿cómo se llama? O quedó 2-2, o le ganó Argentina 2-0.
2-1.
Un equipo de indio, ¿no? Allá.
El Saudi Arabia, ajá. Córdoba, a Beast 2. Who's Córdoba? ¿El de la Tigres?
Sí, que era la América.
Oh, okay. So, me dijiste, Chupis, ¿quién miro yo en la final? Honestly.
Bien dada, sí, bien, que sí.
Yo digo que gana Monterrey todo y va a ser Monterrey América. And that's not me saying, oh, es que le va el Atlas, pinche hater. Like I said, I don't see how Chivas would beat it. I said this on Sunday, and I'm saying it now. I still don't know how they're going to beat América. Pero si las Chivas pasa, I feel like Chivas, because of el momento que lleva, the momentum, I feel like that would help them reach that final elimination de ganarle al Monterrey. It's hard. I can't see it unblocked.
Monterrey se la va a llevar toda, güey.
Monterrey, by the way, Isaac Cruz will never ever be the face of boxing.
Sí, ya empezó güey.
Ahorita empezamos.
Que se meta primero, dile.
¿Cómo?
Que se meta pelón para adentro.
No, he's camera shy. And he's voice shy. Es que tiene voz de locutor y va a quebrar los speakers y todo eso, so like tiene miedo, like. But trust me, he's gonna come up with some good questions. I like having him in the comment section because he makes me think y me ayuda mucho. Like he gets down on the comment section. Es como mi
quiero que le des una respuesta a Jay, güey, la neta, güey.
¿Una respuesta o una pregunta?
Una pregunta porque lo
pendejo.
Lo miro medio acá tímido porque empieza ese güey cuando se pone nervous, güey, starts eating bananas, fool.
No mames.
Palabra.
Yeah, bro.
Mira, ¿ves? Te digo.
Hey, talking about bananas, güey. I remember una vez when Chupis used to live in Bishop. Y güey, su mom había llegado del mandado, ¿no? Y dejó un chingo de plátanos en la mesa y Chupis me dijo, hey, I'm gonna go shower. Dije, all right, handle it. I was hungry. I finished all the bananas. Todas las cáscaras abajo de las cachuchas de su brother.
No mames.
Pinche madre.
¿Y se lo pagaste para atrás?
Hell no, I was a
¿Pero
kid.
qué te voy a decir, güey? Chivas va a chingar a América. Vas a ver, güey. Ahí sí, Chivas.
Chivas has a chance porque there's numbers don't lie. Y Chivas juega mucho mejor en el Azteca que en el Akron, güey.
Mira, güey, Chivas y Monterrey va a quedar. Porque mira, güey, si América no remontó hoy.
No, güey, y Chivas falló 3 o 4 para gol, tú ralas.
Sí, que dicen que el portero que salvó a la América.
Yeah. Pero América no las aprovecharon y es cuando You know what I mean?
¿Todo cómo va a quedar, güey?
A ver,
3-1. Next game.
a Chivas favor. ¿Global o the game?
Global.
So sería que 3-2?
No, 3-1, but they're not going to score. Just así.
So global, baboso, entonces.
Sí, global.
Okay. Ahí te va la question. Jerry, why do you say Cruz will be the pay-per-view maker? Do you hear about him before the Tank fight? Did you hear about him before the Tank fight?
Yes.
Damn, that's it.
Me tocó verlo, guacha, me tocó verlo cuando peleó el King Kong contra Andy Reese, that he was undercard contra el zurdo.
That was after.
That was after the fight.
That was after the Tank fight.
Bro, the main event fight. No,
Yeah,
the main event fight de Andy Ruiz contra King Kong. Cuando salió ese Isaac Cruz, bro.
Damn, bro.
Haz de cuenta que that was the main event instead of Andy Ruiz.
I can say the same thing for Jose Ramirez, and he's not a pay-per-view star.
No. I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying que he's a future pay-per-view fight. Y tú sabes que teniendo a los mexicanos, los morenos, los mexicanos, they love Isaac Cruz, bro. I know what I'm telling you, way. I see so much interviews where you see a lot of African Americans taking pictures with that guy because they recognize what he did with Tank. Trust me, that's what's gonna be I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying he's gonna be a future. Because that's what everybody wants in boxing. Los mexicanos, tú sabes que hay muchos mexicanos que son bien ignorantes para el box. They just want to see blood, and that's what he brings to the table.
¿Me miras? Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
He ducked Ryan Garcia. And you want him to be the fucking star?
Pero he just got exposed. That would have been a 2-round fight.
And Pitbull got exposed by ducking Ryan.
Let's say, okay.
Why did he duck him?
Watch out, Ralas. You go to Vegas, you buy the flight, you get a hotel, and you buy the ticket to go see a 2-round fight.
What do you mean a 2-round fight?
Es lo que te va a dar Ryan Garcia contra Isaac Cruz.
No mames.
Bro, I'm telling you, say Ryan Garcia.
And how come he didn't take the fight?
Because he's going for the belts, and understand that.
Tank Davis doesn't have belts.
But he wants to rematch because that fool knows I don't think he beat him. I think it was a draw, or it could have gone to
Tank Davis beat him 8 rounds to 4.
No, yo vi esa pelea. Fuck, güey. Esa pelea, yo la vi at least 10 times, and I see that shit as a draw.
You're too high on him.
No, yo ni lo conocía, güey.
And I read that out loud.
Cruz and beating Ryan in 2 rounds.
I
believe it. You know why? Because Cruz es the primer round te va a buscar, güey. Cruz te va a buscar desde the first round.
Esa carita, güey, que hiciste, that's an Ember, güey. Su daughter, güey, trip out.
Oh, you said Cruz ain't beating Ryan in 2 rounds. Ain't. So no, he's ain't. Mira, like before we got into the debate, Chupis did say, why did he duck him? I'm not gonna say the fighter himself, Cruz, pero la people que lo maneja ducked him. ¿Te acuerdas lo que estamos hablando la otra live, Chupis, the PBC?
Sí.
Okay, so he works for them, right? So you tell me right now, who's the A side? ¿Quién hace más dinero, Ryan Garcia or Pitbull Cruz?
Pues Ryan, güey.
Okay, now tell me, who has done main events on their name alone? Ryan Garcia or Pitbull Cruz?
Ryan.
Okay, so ya van 2 para Ryan. And somehow...
But ask questions that are boxing skill related. We don't
No. Okay, porque aquí va...
Es que todo se cuenta, güey.
Me dijo Chupis. The question de Chupis. Chupis, calm down. Chupis, repeat the question that you told me.
Se le olvidó.
Why you duck? Why did Isaac duck Ryan Garcia?
Uh-huh. So aquí vengo. Por eso I had to do it like that. Que quién ha sido más main event, who has more money. So we're saying that Ryan is the A side. This is before the knockout, before he lost to Tank. So right now Ryan's the A side, okay? So el team de Isaac Cruz dijo, oh, come to Showtime and fight Isaac Cruz because we're not going to go to you. You have to come to us. How? Fucking Ryan is the one that's making $1 million per fight.
But that's not Cruz saying that. That's
It doesn't matter. That's his team. Uno de huevos, como Canelo, que le dijo a De La Hoya, give me Lara, and he went to go fight Lara. Uno de huevos.
Sí.
All right, you're saying Canelo out of how many boxers? Not in that case. That's everybody, bro.
Crawford, he's been wanting to fight Spence. Y siempre le ponen obstacles, and he wants to fight Spence, and he wants to fight Spence. Hay muchos, güey. Valdez, I want Berchel. He wants to go fight Berchel. Dude, I want Stevenson. He lost against Stevenson. Hay muchos fighters. You just have to follow their lives and stories and who they fight with. Isaac Cruz is not going to be no pay-per-view star because he has no one at PBC. Who?
Okay,
Rolly Romero?
So you really think Ryan would beat Tank? No, Ryan would beat Cruz?
Por lo que miré now y por lo que está pasando, that he's too much into social.
You know that fight's going to happen no more, right?
Which fight?
Cruz contra Ryan at all? Not.
Yeah, because Cruz is with PBC.
No, because Cruz
because of that.
Cruz is too short to be at 140. He would never move up to 140.
If he wants the money.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do it for the money.
He won't do it for that's why he wants Tank.
No. Tank has more to offer than Ryan.
What does he have to offer? Money?
No, full Tank would beat David Haney. He would beat. Oh, wait, I don't. Tú te bloqueas tú mismo, güey.
Me bloqueo. I'm speaking facts of what can happen.
Who do you think could beat Jerry? Who do you think?
Bro, Tank could box.
¿A quién crees que chinga Tank? ¿Quién crees que lo
Shakur
chinga?
Stevenson, maybe.
No, that's.
Pero you're gonna need some power to take them away from you.
So
You couldn't box him for so long.
Entonces, chinga el pinche.
Tank proved that he has a chin too.
You know who? Que me gustó y miré apenas una que estaba viendo, nomás porque son mamadas. Yo creo que se la robaron, güey. Al pinche al Barroso. Ese güey pega unos vergazotes, güey.
No mames, chupe.
Palabra, güey.
Ay, pinche chupis.
I honestly think what's his name? El Rolly Romero should just retire, bro.
Ese güey le robaron la fight, güey. No digas que no, Raúl. No digas que no.
No, sí, se la robaron, ya.
Y ese güey, yo sé que Barroso, yo sé, pero ese güey se me hace sucio, güey. Ese güey, you can tell that motherfucker fight, tell me. I'm not saying he will beat him, but I'm saying that would be a fucking good match, que te viejillo el güey, o que sea. Pero
the fool that fought, what's his name? Rolly?
Ajá, ese
yes.
güey, vergazotes, güey.
I like his
¿Cómo lo sacudía?
I was watching the fight, me gustó mucho su estilo del señor.
Era puto vergazo, ¿no?
Pero se miró bien el señor porque Rolly vale verga.
Rolly had no skills. You can't.
Ryan would have knocked out Barroso in 2 or in 1.
He kind of walks the same as Ryan when he's boxing. I don't know if you noticed. Parece que como que they're running forward instead of like.
Mm-hmm. La única diferencia es que Ryan tiene patience para el counterattack.
Yeah.
Para el counterpunch.
Él tiene patience porque ve lo que le pasó.
Hey.
Ahí te va a ir. Chupis, read that shit.
Jerry, just follow boxers that are on the trend.
Así todos, everybody's a Canelo fan.
Pero, ¿qué ha hecho Canelo?
Hey, ¿sí o no?
Es que no, es
Canelo.
Jerry. Es lo que te hace. Canelo's trending because look at the shit he's on, güey.
He said trend, right?
He's not a trend. He's this guy's era.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah. He's
well, I like Oscar Valdez too.
Mayweather said, homie.
I'm a huge fan of Oscar Valdez. She's not trending.
He's not trending, no. He'll never trend.
I like Shakur Stevenson, también me gusta.
Güey, nomás.
Haney no me gusta para nada.
¿Quién?
I think Haney, no, he shouldn't be there. He was like too female when he had all the belts.
Bro, so ¿quién crees que va a chingar quién puede chingar a Tank?
Chingar, no one, I think. Pero ganarle, I think Lomachenko and, well, a young Lomachenko. Ahorita an older one, I need to see the Devin Haney fight. Pero
yeah,
Shakur Stevenson, ¿dónde?
Go for it.
Shakur Stevenson le gana 12 rounds. Tank Davis. You know how? Just with the fucking jab.
I can see that.
That's it. Just with the jab. That's all he beats him. He's just gonna jab him all night long.
Loma, I want to see Loma. After this fight, I'm gonna be able to judge him, you know. Porque last fight, obviously, he had all these excuses, you know. That are valid.
What excuses?
He came from war and all that
He
shit.
did. That was 1 year without
Oh, that's
fighting.
what I'm saying, and they're valid.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
they're valid. But that's what I'm saying. See, I'm able to judge him after this fight contra Haney, you know, to see. Yeah, porque he did look bad last fight, and it makes sense why. Pero hopefully with Haney, he's back at it.
Yeah.
Raúl. So, ¿qué te iba a decir, güey? So who's fighting next right now on Saturday?
Es Lomachenko contra Devin Haney.
That's the fight you want to see, Chupis.
I almost see that bitch. Es más,
It's gonna be a good fight.
¿Dónde van a pelear?
ESPN pay-per-view.
Pero no, me vale verga el canal. Yo estoy en el estadio.
Sí, vamos a estar en Las Vegas entonces.
No, ya ahorita hace mucho calor, no quiero ir para allá.
No mames.
Dale, está como a $2,000 el boleto. ¿Qué te iba a decir? No, güey. Who do you guys bet? You guys bet it or what?
Yeah. Well, I bet it 100, but 50 against Jerry. He has Haney, I have Loma.
I'm just going based on his performance, pues, the last performance.
Mira, ¿Cuánto was the record de Haney no ha perdido, ¿verdad?
No, it's like 22 or 29? 22, no?
Yeah, I think it's 22-0.
Yeah. ¿Y el Loma?
He's 16-2. I think he's 17-2, algo así.
Va a ganar Haney, güey. Ese güey no lo van a dejar perder, güey.
Chupi, ¿cómo se tira Haney? A ver,
no vas a ver cómo es ese güey.
Dice que no lo van a dejar perder. He just said it right now. Okay, I'm going to put it like this, Chupis. Lomachenko is with Top Rank, and he has a contract with ESPN. Devin Haney is his last fight with ESPN. Do you think ESPN wants to keep the guy who's going to win?
That's a good point right there, man. I hadn't even thought about that shit.
I didn't even know about that shit.
Jerry, who has Cruz fought nombre besides Tank?
Well, I feel like this fight, like que peleó con el aquí, what's his name? El zurdo, ¿qué? ¿Zurdo qué?
I don't know who you're talking about, because Zurdo Ramírez is the fucking 175.
No, Zurdo Ramírez. Hay muchos zurdos, túralas, me sorprende.
Más conozco un zurdo.
Sí, convencieron.
There's only one fighter that I know, two. Uno era Gamboa.
The fight that he fought under Ruiz undercard.
Gamboa, no, that wasn't Gamboa. It was Gamboa, ¿qué no?
No, era zurdo something.
Oh, that fool was not big.
He was, I think, at 126 or 130. He's undefeated too. At that division, that fool knocked him out in the 5th round or 4th.
The biggest name he fought was Francisco Vargas.
Magdaleno, no?
I would say Vargas had more. He was a champion. Magdaleno was never a champion.
Sí, el Vargas.
Era el bandido Vargas.
El zurdo something, güey. That fool was era de Sinaloa.
Let me look him up right now.
Yeah, I think he was undefeated too and a champion at 126 or 130.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? ¿Ah?
Este güey, digo que este güey piensa que no sé quién es Haney, güey. Ese es un puto. Sí,
no, pues, that was like 5 minutes ago. Relax.
No, pues no, iba a decir, güey, el que tiene los labios grandes, pues verga, todos los tienen.
Are you talking about Eduardo Ramírez?
Eduardo Ramírez zurdo, yeah.
I don't know him at all.
No?
Yeah. Francisco Vargas was the guy
I was watching his fight, so this is what I do. Obviously, cuando no lo conocía yo, güey, pero obviously I look into his fights too.
Yeah, you look back.
Yeah, pero I think he moved up to 135 y no, he just no supo qué hacer, no supo qué hacer ahí, pues.
Yeah, so I would say the biggest name that he fought was before the Tank Davis fight was Bandido Vargas. El pedo está que cuando peleó contra Isaac Cruz, ya de ahí empezó a perder de nuevo, but he didn't knock him out. Y Miguel Berchelt at a lower division knocked him out.
Pelón, who do you think is gonna win? De Loma y Haney.
You know, follow Cruz because Jimmy O'Malley.
No mames.
Jimmy no sabe nada de box. Eso es puro.
Es mamón también.
Not getting too much into politics, que los negros, que Mexicans, and He doesn't even know. That fool's stupid. Now that fool's stupid.
Okay, so here comes the real debate que quería hacer. So earlier in the group chat, me and this fool were talking about that Jerry said que it was a bad idea or bad that they signed Top Rank signed George Cambosos, que porque he's not a pay-per-view star. So that's how I'm gonna demolish that narrative. In las pounds at 135 and 140, Jerry, who's a pay-per-view star?
At 135 and 140, Ryan Tank. Until Fimo's getting there, but it's not really.
Okay, so that was one question. Second question. So if Ryan is with Golden Boy and the Zone, and Tank Davis is with Showtime, how do you expect Top Rank to sign them? Now, as far as George Cambosos, if he's a free agent and he can fight at 135 and 140, how is that a bad sign? If you can use Shakur Stevenson, Murataya,
Jerry.
Barbosa,
Jerry era como verga, no sé qué decir, no sabe nada.
I mean, I get what you're coming from, obviously, but I feel like Top Rank should focus on promoting Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez at 126?
Oscar Valdez is at 130, and he's about to fight Adam Lopez on the undercard. And then after that, he's gonna get the Emmanuel Navarrete fight. So that's a big fight for him. So they are promoting him. So Stevenson, if you think about it, if he fights at 135, guess who's gonna be at 135 Top Rank? George Cambosos. He's only lost to one guy twice.
Pero he got
Está Murataya, who's also también con Top Rank. Murataya, who's young, who fights at 135 and 140.
Once you start to signing a lot of people under the same, it's hard to. I mean, it's easier to make the fights. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, you trying to make fights against other promoters most of the time. Pero pa que, yeah, I mean, business wise. Now that I'm thinking about it, las peleas obviously se hacen más fáciles.
Dice ahí, pelón, que son las odds. Haney 60, 40 Loma.
Haney for the.
I said, no, you don't get where he's coming from. Oh, I guess he meant like now you know where he's coming from.
No, güey. Yo le dije que, porque he's like, oh, I know where you're coming from. Pero como yo le estaba diciendo.
So, okay. So dices tú, se tiene que concentrar. If George Cambosos is a pay-per-view attraction in Australia that gets $6 million American, why would he not go promote Shakur Stevenson to Australia and have a fight over there for unos 3 millones?
¿Quién es australiano, güey?
Not big with boxing. The only reason why they're behind him was because he was the first champion in Australia. Güey. No, they had no champion. It was the first one.
No. Jeff Horn was the first one.
Who?
Jeff Horn would be Manny Pacquiao.
How long ago was this?
Exactly. Doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying first champion. I'm telling you guys, Jeff Horn.
He's irrelevant over there right now.
The guy who's going to be the biggest in Australia is Tim Tszyu. So they want to, it doesn't like, okay, lo que tú is, oh, that's only one exception. It doesn't matter. If he's bringing in $6 million per fight, does it matter if he's the first one or not?
That was for a fight when he had the belts. He had no belts somewhere, bro.
Okay, you're right. But let's say even if he doesn't have the belt, he's an attraction because he had the belt, and you're adding Shakur Stevenson, un Americano who already sells out 10,000. You don't think they can sell out 20,000 in Australia?
Bro.
Yes, but is it worth the?
It's worth it if he's gonna get $2 million.
Chunk money.
Who's Australian, güey? Who's Australian?
George Cambosos.
I thought motherfucker was Argentino.
No mames. O técnicamente sí le dicen Jorge Cambucho.
I thought
So okay, ya quitamos esa narrative that there's no pay-per-view stars in fucking the 135 and 140, right? Okay. So for me, it's a good sign. Why? Because now fucking Murataya can have a fight. Stevenson can have a fight. Fucking Arnold Barbosa at 140. if Teofimo Lopez stays at 140, so they can mix and match George Lopez at 140 and 135. If George Kambosos decides to move up, or if he decides to stay down here, he can still have a Loma fight. Imagine Loma, the Ukraine, fighting in Australia to sell out as a champion de todo. Yeah, it's fucking possible. Yeah. Mira. Okay, now I'm gonna go to your narrative, the Isaac Cruz. There's only one guy in his stable, and that's Tank. Maybe Rolly, but you did say if he won't go to 140 for Ryan Garcia, why would he go to 140 for Rolly? Because he has a belt.
For that Rolly has to retire with the way he won that belt with. Fuck, man.
Hey, ese güey está morro, ¿no?
Hold that thought. Let me message my boy Virgil.
Hey, ese güey está morro,
Virgil's I'm a big fan of Virgil too. Wey. I love Virgil.
¿De quién hablas, Chupis?
You suck his dick, Virgil?
¿De quién hablas, Chupis?
No, güey, de pinche Rolly.
What about him?
Güey, cuando lo miré un video, güey, espérate, cuando miré un video, se va a sacarme del tema, güey, pero cuando miré un video y la escuché hablar, güey, yo dije, what the fuck? Güey,
Así veces te escuchas tú, güey. No,
ese güey, how old is that? Es la misma edad como de Ryan, ¿no?
I think, no, he's a little bit old. I think he's 26, I think.
27, but he started at 17 or something like that.
No se nota, está bien pinche.
No, my point is like he started old. He started old, so that's why he has no... ¿Ah?
Que cuando puso su nombre en alto, acá queda como like 3-4 years, ¿no?
He's nobody. He was just training under Mayweather Promotions. Just hanging out with the right people, you get your name out there, bro. Neta, pelón.
Chupis. So just know that he's a nobody.
Tank did say that he was the hardest puncher he faced, though.
No es lo único que tiene, just porque pelea como menso.
Yeah.
Okay, so luego tú dices, cuando hay muchos fighters en one stable, no se pueden hacer fights. That's not necessarily true. Porque yo he visto muchos fighters de ESPN pelear en The Zone y muchos The Zone fighters pelear en ESPN. You know who doesn't? Espérate, Chupis. You know who doesn't fight in other networks?
Fucking Tank.
Fighters at Showtime.
Yeah.
And where's Isaac Cruz?
I was gonna say that, bro. Like, ¿por qué son así ellos, güey? How come Showtime is have to be everything with Showtime? They don't.
It's the company PBC.
For a long time, homie.
They're the one with the calls, I guess.
No,
güey.
Huh?
Showtime traen desde, ¿verdad?
It doesn't matter if you're not making the numbers. Entonces, okay, a mí me vale, mira, te lo voy a poner así de simple. Canelo.
¿Quién tenía Mayweather?
Like even Mayweather.
Yeah, es que no, okay. Bro, like, espérate, es que Chupis no entiende esto. They're not making money back from their fights, güey. So does it matter if they're Showtimer? Does it matter if they were a big company? Es como, name una compañía grande que fracasó, güey. Radio Shack, Circuit City.
Sí.
Eran grandes. ¿Cuál? Toys R Us. Oh, yeah, Toys R Us. Fuck. I forgot about Toys R Us. Son compañías grandes que fracasaron. That's Showtime. Yes, you were big in the 90s and 2000s, but it's time to go.
¿Ah? Feria los putos.
What?
Me quedo de ver feria los putos.
Mira, well, I don't know about that, si le están debiendo feria, pero el problema está que como ellos no quieren compartir sus fighters, they can't get big fights themselves. Tienen a David Benavidez en Charlo. How come they didn't make that fight? Tienen a ¿cómo se llama? ¿Por qué no le dijeron esto? Mira, okay, ESPN, danos a Lomachenko and we'll give you Danny Garcia contra Brad Crawford.
Well, Showtime offered Canelo a 2-fight contract to Charlo and Benavidez.
Yeah, but sí, pero eso, like, there's a thing. I'm pretty sure why I know why Canelo didn't go to Showtime, and that's because él no se deja mandar de Al Heyman. Al Heyman is very hands-on, y los contracts que da Al Heyman, muchos dicen que son dick in the booty.
Yeah, I heard that too.
¿Cómo se llama?
That you're not even allowed
to
¿no?
Blockbuster was a shit. I fucking love Blockbuster.
Pero
and I don't know si todavía I don't know si ya fracasó, but there's the last one in Portland, and there's a Netflix on it. I don't know si ya fracasó.
Blockbuster es porque technology, ¿no? Yeah.
See, and remember this, Netflix told them that they want to buy them off. Oh, no. They offered their services, the streaming, y no quiso Blockbuster. Y Netflix took off and Blockbuster went down. So dicen que they could have killed them, pero dicen que Netflix fue el que mató a Blockbuster. Y ya lo demás. Y ya cuando quiso hacer Blockbuster su video on demand, it was too late. They were too late out there. Y esos güeyes pegaron bien machín. Another thing that I know we got off the topic, but another thing about Blockbuster, the reason why they started losing a lot of customers was because they took out the no late fees.
No shit.
Dicen que las late fees were where they got all their fucking money. Que porque pues hace cuenta que you're renting it again y te están cobrando casi el triple for that late fee.
For not returning it.
For not returning it on time. Y luego también cuando eran VHS, dicen que del rewind agarraban un chingo de feria.
Hello.
Mande.
I'm gonna have to leave it because I don't know. Ya mi phone está dead y
Un último comment.
pues buenas noches. Perdón por fallar.
Should we before you leave,
to charge that phone.
un consejo, Chupis, güey, aguanta. Si te vas, pues, pero aguanta. Una pregunta.
Dime, viejo.
¿Qué prefieres? ¿Oysters o tacos de asada?
Pepa. Nah,
Dijo sepa.
I'm not a fan of oysters.
Mira, léelo eso. Before you leave, read that one.
Chupe rental, la neta que sí, güey.
Oh, he's actually talking about the movie. Ay, yo pensé otra cosa.
¿Sí sabes cuándo?
La de Vin Diesel.
Sí.
O la de Ice Cube.
No, la de Vin Diesel, la de Riddick. ¿Sí te acuerdas de ese güey?
Riddick, Sander Cage, pendejo.
Ándale, pues, viejo.
Arre, pues, Chubis. Aquí me quedo con el Jerry.
Era como fuck. Alright, chao.
Temprano. Apenas son las 1.
123. Oh, yeah. So, going from the Blockbusters. Okay, so, I know he brought up a good thing, el Chupis. I know that a veces entraba el güey when we were talking, so no captaba mucho de lo que decía. No. But the Showtime, yes, they were big. Pero como te digo, todo has to come to an end.
I thought Top Rank was bigger, no? They had Muhammad Ali.
Top Rank is the oldest way.
Yeah.
It's just that they know how to create fighters, way. Like literally, they know how to Cotto, Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, fucking Golden Boy, un chingo, han sacado un chingo. But what they do is like they actually send their guys. Ellos mandan sus guys al ataque, way. Like they don't fuck around. They don't beat around the bush. When was the last time that Tank has actually fought someone since Jose Pedraza? When was the last time that Pitbull? When is he gonna get a step up fight? Other than Tank, which at 135 I still don't consider Tank a top dog.
Los congelan todavía esos güeyes, pues, pretty much.
Sí, ajá. So that is what I'm saying is killing Showtime and PBC porque no prestan, güey. Like no prestan los fighters. Mira, te puedo poner una perfect fight right now at 140. Ponle que le dijera Showtime y The Zone. Okay, we'll give you David Benavidez, but you give us Regis Prograis para pelear contra Tank Davis. Tank Davis versus Regis at 140, that's a badass fucking pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. And we'll see what Tank really has.
That was a belt, no?
That was a belt, yes. So, yeah, that was just something quick. El pinche Steve Butler se va para Japan, huh?
Josh Taylor, Rolly, and this fool that you just mentioned has a belt, no?
Y Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias has a fourth one, y Subriel Matias is looking to sign to The Zone, so you expect Regis Prograis contra Subriel Matias. Y Subriel Matias has a body on his record. Ese güey,
damn.
Ese güey, like, dude, it's like, when I've seen him fight, that fool pega con intentions to do damage, right?
Oh, yeah.
To do damage. Y it's scary. That's what I would say. yo cuando me hablas, every time you speak about Cruz, about becoming this, yeah, maybe está trayendo a la people, pero especialmente la raza mexicana, we know when it's a bullshit fight. We know that, hey, like, it's time for you to move on up. Y hasta lo, like, por decirlo, como ahorita va a pelear con otro güey, I don't know what's his fucking name, and it's
Cruz?
he's gonna have a fight, Isaac Cruz. They already mentioned it. I just forgot who he is because he's a fucking nobody. So you're going to be okay. So you couldn't fight Ryan because when you're the A side, that's bullshit. You didn't want to fight Michelle Rivera, porque who are you? Okay, who are you, también? So now you're gonna fight this kid. I'm like, I'm sorry, but because of that shit, I feel like Isaac no va a llegar a lo más unless fucking Showtime this year se acaba and PBC vende las rights to all the fighters, like los contracts and all that. Because this is what I heard from contracts, right? From contracts.
That ain't gonna happen, though.
Well, you don't know this, but I forgot who's their main. The Showtime. I forgot who's the main Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Universal owns Showtime. Y ya le dijeron a Showtime, any show that does low ratings will not get renewed. So yeah, boom. They're not. If you're not bringing in ratings, you're not renewed. This is year 1. Year 2, que todos los good shows se van a ir para Universal. Y que if you're not bringing in at least 3 times the amount to the show, to the ratings, we're not keeping you. So there might be a chance that Showtime is... Well, Showtime is done. Showtime is done. That's Showtime. Todo se va a ir a Universal app. Todos los shows, todo eso. So a lot of people are saying, is boxing going to go with them if they're not tracking good numbers?
Damn, they're going to... Okay. I didn't know that.
Por decirlo, cuando earlier tú me dijiste, when we're in the group chat, you're like, Tank is a pay-per-view star. I'm like, what's a pay-per-view star to you?
Obviously sold out of stadiums and, you know, ratings.
Okay, so Canelo for me is a pay-per-view star. Any fight but the John Ryder fight that he had, vendía de 400 or a million pay-per-views all the time. This is the first time out of 6 pay-per-views that Tank Davis has had que pegó 1.2 million. But who did he have? Ryan.
Fucking mega star.
Uh-huh. Before that, todos sus pay-per-views no pasaban de 280. So, y es donde te quería decir yo eso a ti de George Camp, going back to the George Cambosos thing. Who's the bigger star, verdad? Tú dices, aunque tú digas, that's the only guy in Australia, it doesn't matter. Because si este Tank Davis con pay-per-view is only getting $2 to $4 million, and fucking George Cambosos got 6 with 1 pay-per-view, and then 6 for the second pay-per-view, who's the bigger star technically?
Yeah, I understand, güey, pero he will never do that number again hasta que tenga
otro belt.
I don't see him. I think he's irrelevant now.
Well, I don't think he's irrelevant. I think he can still have some. Yeah, I feel. Sorry, I still think he can do a main event in Australia. Because you don't need a belt to fucking.
But because he's muy querido, ¿eh? Like the people.
See, like there's only 3 fighters from Australia. 4. Tim Tszyu, que es el hijo de Costa Tszyu, who's a legend. So Tim Tszyu, su hermanito something Tszyu, I forgot his name. Lo tiene, y luego está Ebony Bridges, que es una champion, y está George Cambosos. So there's not really a big market. Pero cuando ponen una show allá, se vende.
Porque tienen, they take it for granted. So,
sí. And so haz de cuenta que esto, ¿cómo se llama? Los promoters, they want to have anyone. It doesn't matter if it's not a belt. They want to have a good card. Para sacar numbers in, because Australia is kind of big. Because they want to get big in that world, van a estar presentándose. Aquí puso Chupis, even though he left. Digo que se le cara. You're right, Raul. Isaac won't make it that big if he does fights like that. He knows how to show people that he deserves Tank or better fighters to be on top. You see, so like I can see that there will be a Tank versus Pitbull 2, parte 2. El pedo es que I don't see how he's gonna transcend. There's no one in his stable that has a big name for him to transcend unless he beats Tank. If he beats Tank and then they have a part 3 and then he beats him again, expect your guys that he might be the A side to like almost anyone.
Like that fight shouldn't happen anytime soon. I don't want to see the rematch yet. You know what I mean? I want to see them like I want to see Cruz fighting somebody for a belt or get the winner from Haney and Loma. You know what I mean?
Okay, now, y aquí es donde te digo de Showtime or the PBC. Let's say Lomachenko wins, and you're saying I want Isaac to fight him. Contractually, Loma's with ESPN. He can't go fight nowhere else because he's with ESPN. Unless the fight happens like in Saudi Arabia, and these fools sell it out to somewhere else, but Top Rank gets the ESPN broadcast. He's still getting showed there, but he's fighting somewhere else. That's the only way. So Isaac Cruz va a salir con su mamada. They all come fight over here, but technically you don't have a contract with Showtime. What's stopping you to going on over to ESPN? You just have a contract with PBC.
Manny Pacquiao promotion.
Y cómo se llama? But you don't have a contract with Showtime, meaning that your management should be able to get a fight for you in ESPN. And that's where the dick and the booty deals come in. No alcancé a decirle a Chupis when he was here because he started laughing. And what I meant by that, from a fighter that signed with Golden Boy, le preguntaron, hey, if you're black, how come you didn't go with PBC? Y él dijo que they didn't like the contract that they gave him, que ahí lo más decía that it was a contract como de 6 years, that they didn't promise him any fights, only maybe 1 per year. So haz de cuenta que son 6 fights. Y la hacen, and if you want to move to another company, the contract, que they have every right to say, let's say si Golden Boy te ofrece 1.2 million, they have every right to say yes. No, perdón. They have the right to match it, and you have to say a huevo con ellos. So you can't even say, oh, we'll match it, and you don't have the option to say yes or no. You resign.
Man, that kind of damn.
That's shady. So cuando miras a David Benavidez decir, oh, I want Canelo. But then he signs a 3-fight deal with Showtime. What the fuck are you calling him out? If you know that Canelo's in the zone. And then Chupis, if you're still in the comment section, it's the zone, not Disney. It's the zone. Fuck, ese güey le dije que cargara su pinche teléfono, güey.
Ey, Chupis, pendejo, güey.
So, sí, güey, like, cuando se van las politics de boxing, güey, hay un chingo de madre, güey.
You know who do you need to invite?
¿A quién?
El boxer, the trainer que used to box con Johnny, güey. It's this guy que se llama Flame.
Oh, y pensé que el Flame Hot Minutes?
El AG, no, güey. El AG, no. El Flame.
El AG está en el comment section, güey.
No, güey. Like, I feel like this fool, like you and him would make a good-ass podcast. También educados los dos.
Well, yo estoy educado as a fan y de la what happens behind the scenes. The people should fight Shakur. Mira, Chupis, ahí te va. He dug Shakur.
Technically, he did. Pero no porque le tiene miedo, no.
No. So this like, okay. And that's where I say, no, not a lot of fighters are not. I know that Isaac would have loved to fight Ryan Garcia. It's just el pedo de la black hand de atrás de su management team. Not a lot of people, just people like me that follow boxing behind the scenes. We have a feeling, or we believe que estos güeyes hacen como deals con el actual manager, Lau Heyman, que hacen deals that they take side money out of the contracts they do so that the fighter only fights there. Y los fighters, because they're so stupid, they just sign anything, or the manager sign on their behalf, esos no pueden pelear nada.
It's like the same shit as the contract on Rancho Humilde. I know it's it's similar where like, oh, Rancho Humilde is the name, it's all like, and then they end up getting fucked. All the rights to their music and regalías and shit like that. It's very similar with those, this. I mean, it's the same shit, any contract, but it's
sí.
Showtime, pues sí tiene.
Yeah, it's not. He was saying, ahí está el pedo de como dije que he ducked. You got to remember that they're like on I think it's 5 or 30 second delay between those two.
Yeah. Es que no es como el Canelo, you know? That fool respetan lo que él dice.
There's a conspiracy theory about Canelo when he went to go fight Plan. The conspiracy goes like this. I don't know if you remember that around that time era, pero Mayweather estaba bien emputado. Like he was talking shit on Canelo before and after the fight.
Yeah.
Y especially after he went to the zone, se emputó más and he started talking shit. Like, oh, that's bullshit, blah, blah. Well, from what I heard or from what we've read on the conspiracy is that this fool wanted 50 million y me van a pagar 50 million and I don't care if we sell or not. Yo quiero mis 50.
Seguro.
So le pagaron los 50 millones a este güey. Le dieron 10 a Caleb. Y ya del pay-per-view, I don't think he didn't get anything. I think it was pay-per-view is all you. I already have my money up front, right?
Damn.
So they said de dónde sacaron tanto dinero because Showtime doesn't give them that much money. Dicen que usaron el dinero de Mayweather y por eso estaban putados porque al último hace cuenta que Canelo agarró los 50 million. He's like bye, and he took the belt with him.
Oh, hell.
So what these fools were expecting, they go, okay, we're gonna give him 50 million. He's gonna have the 4 belts aquí in Showtime. We can have him fight Charlo, Benavides, Errol Spence, y todo. Y we have, and Showtime can breathe, or PBC can breathe. Y este is like, nope, peace out, bitch. Y se fue para The Zone.
That fight with con Bivol fue a The Zone, ¿no?
Fue en The Zone. So haz de cuenta que eran 3-fight deal. Era Bivol, Triple G, John Ryder, y se acabó ahí su contract. I think he has one more fight, and I think he wants to go for Bivol, which I don't think he should take. Like, go mejor.
I feel like he should.
Oh, mira, yo lo pongo así.
Pero this, yeah.
I like it cuando la fighter es un 50-50, right? I just don't like it cuando roban a los fighters. So if we see Bivol doing the same thing, be honest, Jerry. You don't think they're gonna steal the fight if the fight looks exactly identical?
Yeah.
What would be the reason?
Verga, pues Canelo.
Well, yeah, and then let's make this a trilogy and get more money.
Yeah, trilogy, yeah.
Y ya se la pueden dar otra vez para atrás a Bivol, la esa. Y ya, like, in a way, that's how I would see it.
Yeah.
But, ¿cómo se llama? Bivol is not, él quiere pelear at 168, Canelo wants to fight at 175. So ahí está el pedo. Like, digo...
That happened.
I'm like, if you really want to fight at 175 y no quiere aquel güey, go call out better beef.
You know what? No way. You know what Benavides needs to do?
Move up.
Is move up to 175 and fight before.
I wouldn't go there yet. I would say try it with like someone like Anthony Yard, Joe Smith Jr.
A tune-up fight. Yeah.
Así para que se acostumbre al cuerpo, because that fool's killing himself to make that weight.
Because he's a natural. I think he walks in 220, no?
Yeah, he's a big boy. No, es que pinche zurdo.
175 should be perfect for him. Pero
zurdo iba a pelear aquí en Long Beach.
That fool didn't do weight.
He didn't do weight. That he was like 15 pounds off. So yeah, that means that he outgrew his weight. Y cómo se llama? Y
from Puerto Rico, ¿cómo se llama ese güey?
Gabe Rosado.
That fool's trash. He needs to retire.
Ya se retiró.
Too much damage.
He retired on the Ryan card.
¿Oh, serio?
Yeah, because he fought back the bully. Y se retiró. Digo que thank you for his fans y que todo. That fool was all hard, all hard.
I mean, and I feel like if you pass this guy, like, oh, you're ready for the next level, you know. He was just there like, oh, you gotta pass. If you pass by me, then you're certified.
Those are what are called gatekeepers. Que eran fighters that actually try to fight for a belt. Y fracasaron, and then they started losing a lot. So that would be like a gatekeeper. So those are like the tough, hard fights before you like, okay, you're next for this guy. So haz de cuenta que
aguantó bien a Munguía, ¿no?
Oh yeah, I'm surprised that Munguía did not come out.
Se quedó todo 12 rounds, man.
Even Munguía va a pelear contra Derevchenko, and I'm like, yeah, like it's time, bro. Like
that fight, it's like another, como dices tú, a gate, or what? ¿Cómo es this?
Gatekeeper, pero el pedo está que este güey era champion, güey.
True, yeah.
So like he's protected, like come on, like y luego por decirlo zurdo también peleó contra un chingo de güeyes. Y you thought you were ready for Bivol, bro. I'm like, you fought a lot of fucking nobodies. How do you think you're gonna be
45, no?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was too much of a number, too high. But once again, he was like Chavez, won something with nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, well, ponle que en 168 tenía nombres. He fought Jesse Hart. He fought Arturo Abram. Y who was the other guy who he fought? There was another, like a third guy que peleó del something Romero. He was from Colombia. Y ¿cómo se llama? Este güey se fue 12 rounds con zurdo. Y David Benavidez lo noqueó en 10 rounds. So like I mira las comparisons, like yeah, I know that the triangle theories sometimes don't work.
Yeah.
Miras compare like, oh, he did this, como muchos dicen, oh, que Canelo fell off the map. I'm like, why? Because he didn't knock out John Ryder?
Exactly.
I'm like, fucking David Benavidez didn't knock out Caleb Plant. Is he off the map? Like, let's say, no, es que no noqueó a John Ryder. I'm like, Caleb Smith went 12 rounds with John Ryder and he lost that fight. Pero se la dieron a John Ryder.
Es como cuando Canelo peleó contra Plant. Obviously, I felt like it was a close fight. But he got knocked out, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Pires miraba más clara que él estaba ganando y no lo noqueó, pues.
Sí. Y cómo se llama. Y that's when you have to start thinking like in Canelo's resume de la 168. I'm like, unfortunately, the best guy that he fought was Billy Joe Saunders. El que le quebró la cara. Why? Because that foot middleweight had a fucking beautiful resume.
Yeah.
Chris Eubanks Jr., John Ryder, fucking Andy Lee.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama? El Canadian guy, David Lemieux. David Lemieux.
Cool.
He had a great resume para que viniera a perder así en ¿cómo se llama? En el acá by knockout. Yo les dije a todos, dije, Canelo didn't really knock him out. That fool fucking quit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, they broke his face. Listen, yeah, well, ¿cómo va a conseguir así? I'm like, they broke Naoya Inoue's fucking face in the 4th round, and he fucking won the fight.
Oscar Valdez was his broken jaw.
Broken jaw. Oh, man, esa pelea, güey. If you rewatch it, huh?
You know who fought with the broken jaw not too long? El que anda con el Bam Bam or something like that at 126. Es peleador del ¿cómo se llama? Mikey Garcia, su brother.
Robert Garcia, Bam Rodriguez.
Bam Rodriguez.
Ese güey está bien low in the lower class. Ese güey está en the 112, I think.
Oh, like he became a champion or some shit like that.
I think he's a champion. Apenas hizo champion.
He was defending his belt and then.
Ese güey tiene one or two baddies in the lower class though.
You know
¿Mande?
You know who he reminds me of? De Loma.
Yeah, con los pivots y todo.
Pinches angles and all that shit.
Ese güey noqueó a Sor Rongvisai.
Ajá.
Le puso una puta vergüenza. Sor Rongvisai es el que noqueó a Chocolatito.
A Chocolatito.
Ajá.
That's the only fool that did it, no?
He's the only one that knocked out Chocolatito.
Ese Chocolatito está cabrón, güey.
Is one of the best fighters of our generation.
That's the fool that beat what's his name? El de Canelo, el peleador de.
Oh, sí, a Julio César Martínez.
Pero lo bajó de peso, lo subió, ¿no?
Aquel güey subió porque quiso.
Porque quiso, sí.
Se me hace que era como not a late replacement, pero he was moving on.
Punches, the way I saw that fight.
Yeah, so this is where people were complaining about that. It's like, oh, es que se movió para arriba and that's why he lost the fight, blah, blah. I'm like, Bam Rodriguez moved up to fight fucking Carlos Cuadras, and he beat up Carlos Cuadras, and then he fucking fought Sor and knocked out Sor, and then he moved back down. So I'm like, no put that much excuse. I'm like, 112.
That Martinez guy, that fool wasn't disciplined.
Y luego 112 a 115 is not high of a jump. Son 3 pounds. No estamos hablando como Canelo a 168 jumping all the way to 175.
Yeah.
Muy diferente, muy diferente. O los que se van de cruiserweight, de light heavyweight 175 a cruiserweight, that which is 190.
Yeah, no, it's a huge difference.
That's why yo por eso ahorita at the moment, por eso tengo yo a pinche Usyk en la gloria, güey. I'm like, fool, what you did?
That was a badass fool.
What you did, going to every opponent's home, Polonia and Serbia, y luego te fuiste a Russia y agarraste los 4 belts, and then you fought Tony Bellew, el que tenía tu belt before he vacated, and he fought him in England and he knocked him out. I'm like, no mames. And then he goes to fucking England and beats Joshua. Oof.
Always doesn't cares. Hey, whatever happened with that fight? It never happened contra with the fool, the tall ass fool.
Tyson Fury?
Nunca
That was another bitch. Okay, that's all.
I don't like that guy.
So tell me if this is a duck or not. Ready? So this fool le dicen, okay, vamos a hacer la fight aquí en Saudi Arabia. We're gonna give you tanto dinero. I think it was gonna be, no me acuerdo cuánto, ¿verdad? Y le iban a dar tanto a Usyk. And Fury, según dijeron, no, because they were not gonna have the stadium by April. They were not gonna have it ready by April. So let's go fight at Wembley. Y Usyk was like, okay, well, I want the same money, because I'm like, now I'm losing money because Saudi Arabia va a pagar tanto. Y no querían. Okay, I'll accept your money. He's like, oh, the pay-per-view sales is like, we only want you to give you, I want to get 70% and you get 30. He's like, I'm already taking this, and you want me to take much less from the pay-per-view sales? He's like, take it or leave it. So he takes it.
I heard that. I remember he did that.
Y luego he started putting excuses, y al último nunca se hizo la fight. Ya estamos en pinche mayo, and he still hasn't fought. So I'm like, so you're telling me that you were putting excuses that the fight was not going to be ready, the stadium de Saudi, no iba a estar listo in April.
But he's still fighting. Oh, yeah.
And there's no fight. So ahorita lo que está haciendo Saudi Arabia es un tournament. Well, they put it out there. Que les van a dar casi, es una budget como de $200 million.
Oh, shit.
Y quieren a Joshua que pelee contra Wilder y Tyson Fury contra Usyk. So obviously it's not an even split. ¿Verdad? It's not in, so from what I heard, I think it's Tyson Fury quiere the most, so probably like 60 y like 65, algo así, luego 45 for this fool, y el último se va a estar yendo como 30 y 30 Joshua, pero está que Joshua's the money guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that brings the money, so
everybody loves that guy.
Lo quieren mucho porque pues es así, güey.
Who's that for training with?
What do you think is with Derek James, el coach de Errol Spence?
Sí, el morenillo, ¿no?
Ajá. Y I think, if I recall, yeah, Ryan Garcia just signed with him. Well, not signed with him. He went to there's a new coach.
With the full with Errol Spence?
Uh-huh. So you're going to have Errol Spence and Ryan Garcia in the same training camp? Uno social media influencer y el otro es un borracho? They're going to be flipping Ferraris.
¿Huh? ¿El Errol Spence es un borracho?
Pues no, es que he flipped the Ferrari. Or the Lambo, I think it was.
Wow. Oh, cuando chocó, que he couldn't fight for.
Sí.
Damn. Oh, I don't like his style.
You don't like what?
I don't like that trainer for Ryan.
I don't like him for AJ.
Uh-huh.
He should have stayed with Robert Garcia.
Yeah. Sí.
Pero pues, who knows? Él sabe lo que sabe, pues. Only he knows himself. Cuando estabas hablando de ¿quién era? Ahorita que dices Ryan o Errol Spence.
Mm-hmm.
Según, they're also working on the Crawford fight, so hopefully that happens this year. Yeah, I kind of,
It's taken like 3 years already.
More. I'm already over that fucking fight. If it happens, cool, I'll watch it. Oh, te iba a decir esto de la Pac-Man fight contra él, cuando iba a pasar. Muchos dicen, oh, the way that Ugas fought, he would have wrecked Pac-Man. That's lo que dicen. Do you believe that?
Ugas le ganó a Pac-Man, ¿no?
Ajá, a Pac-Man.
And then Ugas fought Errol Spence.
Sí, and he lost by knockout.
Yeah.
So muchos dicen, oh, Spence would have wrecked Pac-Man if that fight would have happened. Do you believe it?
No.
No? So this is why I don't believe it at all. Why did Errol Spence se salió de la fight, if you remember?
Chocó, ¿no? O
No,
su
ojo. So yo pienso que no, I don't know if you remember this. Dijeron que he didn't suffer anything when he came out flying out of the Lamborghini. But that didn't really fight for a year. So luego all of a sudden tiene perfect teeth y todo. Dije, no, este güey se madreó la cara y he got weak from the face or something, right? So cuando escuché esa fracture, I'm like, if you put the dotted lines together, he has I think it was his right side que se le madreó en sparring, right? Era el right side. Y Pac-Man is southpaw. That means he's gonna land on the right side. So let's say this was so close to being ruptured before the fight. You don't think Pac-Man would have broke his face that fight?
Easy.
So
Yeah.
todos esos que dicen, oh, this would have, no. I'm like, if we go by the facts, even an old Pac-Man would have fucking wrecked him really bad.
He's just naturally that strong. Anyway.
So yo lo que sé que si llega a pelear Spence contra Crawford,
That
I'm putting money on
145?
Crawford.
145?
147?
147.
I'm gonna put money on Crawford and a ver si alguien hay un valiente ahí que se quiera aventar a apostar.
No, I want Crawford.
You want Crawford? I know Chupis was high on Spence last year. So
Good, but I just see Crawford beating him.
the Crawford is a fucking dog, bro. Like he called out Charlo the 154. El chingón, Charlo chingón. That's what I call him.
Que el otro está bien pendejito, ¿ah?
He was a bitch, but that's what he is.
Yeah.
No mames, güey. Like, I don't even know how you can be a fan of him if he doesn't fight.
Is that for that? So who's the one that beat the twin? No, the Castillo or some shit like that.
Oh, Castaño.
Castaño.
Para ser undisputed champion. See, so a lot of people said that he lost the first fight. I don't think so. I think it was a draw.
I think it was a draw too.
Bueno, mi Jerry.
¿Qué te voy a decir, güey? Yeah,
Any final thoughts or final? Now you see why I always give you shit for Isaac Cruz. Es que,
yeah, I mean, no,
es
yeah,
que,
I understand.
es que, mira, cuando te expresas con tu voz así bien and you're listening and you're actually in tune, it's more than texting and voice messages. Porque you actually sacas todo and then you're obviously listening. And then once you start talking to yourself, you're like, oh, you know what, never mind, he's right.
Yeah.
Or I didn't know this. Y aprendes algo, y aprendes otra cosa.
Or sometimes I just put like, todo, you know, with the heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I would say this. If as my final thought, I don't know if you're gonna say final. As my final thought, for Pitbull Cruz to cross over, one, Showtime has to end. It has to end. Y que este way signs with the right promoter. So the right promoter at 135 is Top Rank. ¿Verdad? O que sus managers listen and they go to fucking Top Rank as co-promotion o algo, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
The other one is que le gana Tank y si hay una part 3 que le gana Tank de nuevo. Y from there, don't stop having big fights or you're going to have to cross over. That's the only thing I can say. The only way he becomes a star is crossing over.
I just feel like he needs to leave Showtime right now.
Now that you know the reality.
Yeah, that was too young and they're stopping him too much. And because obviously no boxer is scared of anybody, but
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's true. No boxer is scared of anybody unless you're Errol Spence or Tank Davis. Bueno, mi Jerry.
Later, man.
People, you guys have a good night. Ok, ya que se fue. Es que seguir. No, cierto, no se crean. Good night, people.